Fairy Tale episode 172. Enjoy the anime while it lasts before it goes on hiatus. Okay, the finishing up the Minerva battle when they're torturing and almost killing Lucy. Minerva says to Urza, "What are you looking at?" Calls her right out twice. Awesome. That's absolutely awesome. And then Lucy, she sums up as a useless piece of garbage. Okay. Now Lucy, her character, she's a damsel in distress. That's what she is. And the reason that she's really not annoying to me is because you have characters like Urza, Minerva, Kagra. You have this, as I've mentioned before, you have so many different types of female character that a classic type like Lucy, okay, and really Urza's a classic type too. She's the strong tomboy, okay, and Lucy is the damsel in distress. So these characters all make sense. Now she's not useless. She's got a purpose, right? As you see, to gather people around whatever drama or problem that she has, because she's a nice person who can't deal with all her own problems. Okay, but anyway, so moving to that. Now, looking at, not really a spoiler, I don't think, but a little bit of a spoiler here, maybe, kind of, for people that just watch the anime. But the whole thing with Sting goes in to back her up with what's going on in the manga, really. Because, I mean, you know, okay, so I don't know, yeah, what backup that is. Okay, but Urza's a boss, right? She gets her team. She's like a matriarchal, a real mother kind of figure. She gets everybody to back off, okay, and tells them, "You've just made an enemy of our guild," which is a dangerous thing to do. She just flat out tells them the wise thing, mature thing to do right there. Urza's a boss. Awesome. Whether you agree with certain things that happen in the future with her or not, whatever. She's still a boss, regardless. Now the team, the next thing, the team. Do you agree with the 5 that was Fairy Tale United team, right? There's one that I don't agree with. And I'm asking for some feedback on this, or even if I'm wrong. I believe in all of them. I think they're all the perfect fit, except one character, and that's Gray. I would have brought in Mira Jane for Gray, but I realize Gray's there because he's part of the central cast, really. Okay, so Gray's going to be there. But for me, if I had to win, if my money was on the line, okay, and I owned that team and I had to get them to win to get my money back to really win, I would have switched Gray out for Mira Jane. That's just what I would have done. That's my call. I think that's the stronger character right there. And so it's also a character I would prefer to see at this point. Now also, let's go ahead and get to the controversial part of this, okay? I love Fairy Tale. Hero is awesome. He's not perfect. But for me, considering the things that have been going on lately and all this and that, if you want to know what my opinion worst moment of Fairy Tale is, it just happened in the anime. Okay, the Ichiya thing here, the rabbit reveal was horrible in itself. I hated it. The suspense, and then for this, it was horrible. Okay, and as the guest commentator said about the fight, it was disgusting. The flashbacks between him and his Aeolus Exceed counterpart, the whole thing was just like disgusting. For me, it's the lowest point in the entire series, right here. Okay, everything else, but hey, it's, you know what? It's a comedy. All right, I want it to be more than that, and at times it can be something more than that. But at the heart, it's a comedy, so you can either laugh or not. And even at that, I had a little bit of humor in it. But it was disgusting, and it was a low point, like I say. But anyway, the last thing, real quick, is Arcadios. Lord Zareth is waiting. The whole thing is Arcadios a good guy? Is he a bad guy? I think he's going to end up being a good guy. But anyway, that's it. That's going to be my review. That's around a little over 5 minutes. What do you think about it? I enjoyed it. Remember, we got to enjoy the fairy tale anime before it goes on hiatus, and I believe it's just a hiatus. And that's really it. So anyway, it was a lot of fun. It was not a great episode. It had my worst moment in it, but it's still fun. I look forward to it every week. It's a lot of fun. Enjoy it. It's a comedy, right, with a lot of action and everything, and some decent story in there too. Anybody can be a fairy tale fan. Anybody can be an anime fan. You can always subscribe. You can always unsubscribe. You can do anything you want to. Until next time, take care.